Welcome back. Erie County has seen plenty of restaurants come and go over the years, but one restaurant stands out as perhaps the most bizarre and quirky. Just a stone's throw from Presque Isle, but many people not old enough to remember it. Our John Last takes us back in time tonight on The Last Word.
Let's pretend we're back in the late 1940s, early 1950s. We're driving north along Peninsula Drive. And when we get to 6th Street, we look to the right and we see a restaurant shaped like a fish. The Big Fish restaurant was the place to go in Erie County 6 or 7 decades ago. You drove up in your car, you walked through the giant doors in front, and you could then place an order for fish inside a building that looks like a fish. What could be sweeter?
It was a fish. It looked like a fish, and you went through the doors into it, and it was really different.
Presque Isle historian Gene Ware went to the Big Fish with his dad back in the early 50s.
My dad had a boat anchored off Ferncliff. He also loved the peninsula. Either way, whichever one we were going to, we had to stop at the Big Fish and get a fish sandwich.
According to this menu from 1951, customers would pay 25 cents for a fish sandwich. A fish lunch with French fries, coleslaw, and a hot roll would cost 75 cents. Want a milkshake with that? 25 cents.
It was a great place, though. Everyone stopped there on their way to Waldermere, on their way to the park, or just out for a Sunday ride. All right? And Sundays, you couldn't get near the place. It was packed.
The Big Fish served Lake Erie blue pike, a species that became extinct due to overfishing. Gene says when the restaurant replaced the disappearing blue pike with perch, most customers quit coming, and the restaurant closed in the mid-50s. It's now 2024. Mill Creek Township is implementing a plan to beautify Peninsula Drive, the gateway to Presque Isle. Would it be possible for a restaurant shaped like a fish to make a comeback? Or is it too quirky for modern times? I showed Township Supervisor Jim Bach some pictures of the large-mouthed drive-in.
Honestly, I think it would be awesome. I really think it would be a novelty for the area. It's just a matter of where would it fit in the Gateway District.
With the last word at the site where the Big Fish restaurant once stood, John Last, Erie News Now.
Maybe the site of the future Big Fish restaurant, according to Mr. Ware. The Big Fish opened every year in the spring. It would close for the winter season. The only seats, picnic tables outside the restaurant. He says tourists loved it. We'll be right back here on Erie News